It was certainly a busy week over at TIAA Bank Field. That includes for Ashlyn Sullivan, who we now bring in for this week's edition of Cover 3. We're going to cover 3 topics. Of course, this week they are very Urban Meyer centric. So let's jump right into the first topic, and that is, where is Urban Meyer going to make his greatest impact with this team?
Well, Stuart, I don't know if you have noticed, but the Jaguars have been the most popular team in the NFL the past few days. They are top of the food chain, and that is because Urban Meyer brings relevancy to this franchise. There are eyeballs on this team, and that is a great thing. I saw on Twitter about 3 days ago that Urban Meyer has about 1 million more followers on Twitter than the Jaguars do. Pay attention to that number because the Jaguars are in the spotlight, and that is to stay. That is a great thing for this franchise. It's been a long time since we've been able to say that.
The bad part is, of course, we're going to have to hear a lot of bad takes from the national side, at least for the first little bit before the winning starts. And that's where I'm going with it. I'm going with the culture. The fact that this team lost 15 straight games last year and kind of was, I don't want to say they were okay with it, but there weren't chairs being thrown. There wasn't, any big symptomatic things happening in press conferences. Nobody was making a big stink about it. I believe under this new Urban Meyer culture, you're going to see a whole different deal when somebody loses, when the team loses. It's going to look a little different. All right, next topic, and that's about the staff that's currently being assembled. So we wonder who is going to fire you up when it comes to making these additions to the coaching staff. I'm taking this a little differently. I know everyone's looking at all these names all over the world on guys you can bring in. For me, I'm looking within. I'm going to say KEENAN because I feel like he is the guy that you need to keep from this staff. Everybody else, no. KEENAN, the Jaguars legend, you got to find a way to find a spot for him on this offense and keep him with the Jaguars. Ashlyn, who do you go with?
I absolutely love that. KEENAN, a guy you have to keep. I'm going a little outside the box here because this guy, his name's been floated around for a few other teams. How awesome would it be if former Chargers head coach Anthony Lynn joined this program? And I'm not saying for the offensive coordinator position because I know there's some other names for that. How about a running backs coach or just on this offense as a whole? I think we both can agree there's a lot of star power being thrown around with this coaching staff. Why not add some more? I think the Chargers, the way it ended with Anthony Lynn, he had some unfinished business, I guess you can say. So bring that business down here to Jacksonville, add on to the star power. It would be awesome.
We're learning so much about Urban Meyer as this no-nonsense, formal guy. Everybody sees that side of him when he's coaching. So let's use this portion to kind of help the folks at home learn a little bit something other than the football when it comes to Urban. Ashlyn, I'll let you go first here.
Yes, if you watched his press conference, you got a little intense vibe, very serious. And then I went on social media like every young girl does, and I went ahead and stalked his social media and his family, and I came across his daughter's social media page. I thought, how nice. And then I came across these wedding photos. Look at this, the first dance, look how happy he looks. Hashtag girl dad was used. When you use that hashtag, you know he's not as serious as it comes across. He talked about the grandkids in the press conference, so there seems to be a soft side. It might be small, but it is present.
That will certainly help him fit in with a lot of the fans. This is what's going to help him fit in with Northeast Florida. The guy's a golfer. When he was living up in Columbus, he lived at Muirfield Jack's course. He's got an 8 handicap. He is going to fit in very well when it comes to Northeast Florida and show off the swing a little bit. Look at it. Urban. I think it's going to be a nice asset for him and a good way for him to enjoy the time outside of the football. We talk about the health so much. I think the fact that he's going to have a nice life and work balance combo is certainly going to help here in Northeast Florida. All right, that is this week's edition of Cover 3. Ashlyn, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. Lots to talk about. It's a good thing.
Action Sports Jax Primetime, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.